is Shamli Shivalka from Bloggers Ideas, and today I'll be doing a detailed review of David Axelrod and Karl Rove's masterclass, where they talk about campaigning strategies and messaging. I am here so that you can figure out if this is lucrative enough of the money and time you invest in masterclass. So, before anything else, you should know that masterclass is a place where you get exclusive access to plethora of information by the top-ranking professionals in their particular field. But first, let me do a quick introduction to this masterclass platform. A masterclass is a course website where you get to learn about various subjects. What sets it apart from other educational websites out there is that masterclass is a curated course platform that is taught by the leading experts of given industries, which is really unique in my opinion. Masterclass has two pricing structures. If you are looking to go for one particular course, you can subscribe to the masterclass for $90 and get lifetime access to that course, or you can opt for an all-access pass where you can pay $180 annually and access all the courses available. I would strongly advise you to go for the second option, as the content in this platform is simply exceptional and it is really hard to choose one particular course. You would crave to explore and know more about the courses and the knowledge that is shared by their amazing instructors. But if you're sure and are only looking for one particular course, then go for the $90 option and get lifetime access to that specific one. Just to show you a quick overview of the masterclass homepage, here is the profile. Masterclass community is somewhere you can start a discussion on any course or topic or network with fellow students who have signed up for these courses. You can also share an all-access pass to your friend or family member who can be benefited from masterclass. It would be like giving the gift of education and experience to your loved ones. You can access the courses which deal with various topics and choose which one you would like to learn from, or which instructor you would like to listen to. So that was all about the masterclass homepage. Now coming back to our masterclass course about campaigning strategies and messaging by David Axelrod and Karl Rove, so that we can find out if this is worth for you or not. It is only the shrewd and sharp-witted people that keep great interest in politics. These are the ones who have the will and a drive inside them to move people with their words. David Axelrod was a senior advisor to President Barack Obama. He is best known for being the chief strategist for Barack Obama's presidential campaigns. And Karl Rove is a Republican political consultant and policy advisor. He was a senior advisor and deputy chief of staff for President George Washington Bush. It was in 5th grade that he wrote a paper on dialectical materialism. It is an unlikely friendship, as David is a Democrat and Karl is a Republican. In this masterclass is coming from the most two intelligent people of American government. It's going to be a tremendous upskill for the people who want deep access to campaigning and messaging strategies. Let me give you small introductions about the tutors. First, David Axelrod was born on February 22, 1955, is an American political consultant, analytic, former White House official. He is best known for being the chief strategist for Barack Obama's presidential campaign. After Obama's elections, David was appointed as the senior advisor to the president. He left the position in early 2011 and became the senior strategist for Obama's successful re-election campaign in 2012. David wrote for the Chicago Tribune and joined CNN as a senior political commentator in 2015. Karl Rove was born on December 25, 1950, is an American Republican political consultant, policy advisor. He was the senior advisor and deputy chief of staff during George Washington Bush administration until his resignation on August 31, 2007. He has also headed the Office of Political Affairs, the Office of Public Liaison, and White House Office of Strategic Initiatives. Rove was one of the architects of the Iran war. In this masterclass, you will learn about the strategic process of winning an election. David and Karl are here to talk about the points that need to be focused on during a campaign. They talk about the ways to influence the voters and how to convince them that you are the future they are looking forward to. In this masterclass, you will learn about the stages of political campaign right from the step 1. You will learn why it is important to research your candidate, how to plan out an entire campaign before it begins, what are the things that need to be included in the comprehensive campaign budget, and why all of this will give you an edge over your opponent. You also get a 15-page class workbook which mentions briefly about the basics and essentials of campaign timeline, your resource management, how to get your message out, and why it is better than the opposition. So now let's take a walk through each section. First, starting a campaign. The primary strategy that you need to understand is that you should know who is going to vote you. You should know that some people are never going to vote for you. Like a Republican would never vote for a Democrat. But there are some weak voters who are up for grabs on both the sides. Starting out by asking this question: who is going to vote for me and where they come from? Historical data will help you with this. And if you have limited resource, you have to be wise and decide in which area you want to invest your money in. If you are in a campaign, you have to provide a coherent argument so that you control the choice that people have in their heads on election day. In a campaign, if you had to pick one thing that was critical to success, it should be whether or not the candidate had an idea about why that made sense and seemed relevant to the voters. David says that your strategy and your basic argument is the bulkware of your campaign. It is the medium through which you want to pass your messaging and your communication to the voters. Moving to the next topic, assessing your candidate. David tells his viewers that the first thing which goes in developing a message is gathering as much information as you can. You have to understand and search who your candidate is, their biography, their records, and the things that are important to them, and all the stuff like that. If you're working for an incumbent, you need to know the history of their incumbency, their records, if they are a legislator, and every vote they have taken. On the other hand, Karl says you have to know that the opposition is going to know about everything. If a candidate has some embarrassing moments in his past, it is likely to be revealed. You have to find out the things that can be made an issue of, and if that ever comes up, how is your candidate going to defend himself? So research your own candidate so that you can identify the possible lines of attack your opponent is going to use and prepare your candidate for the same. So now let's talk about debates. The preparation that goes into presidential debate is enormous. You want to make sure that you have your strong moments that define your message. Debates provide an opportunity, particularly to the challenger. They have a good chance to show themselves as somebody worthy of the office. The challenger should think about what he needs to say that is something new and in their benefit. You have to keep listening to what the opponent has been saying in the past week and be ready with a good comeback if the similar words come again. So now let's talk about some pros that I noticed about the masterclass. First, the masterclass is 100% exclusive to the subscribers. Second, David and Karl have never before come on screen to each other about their personal thoughts and experiences on campaigning strategies. Third, you get to learn about the stages of winning the campaigning race. Fourth, you learn the way of influencing the undecided voters. Fifth, you learn about the ways of getting your message and objectives out. Sixth, the masterclass has an attached 15-page PDF document which briefs you about all the basic knowledge. And the last, you get an overview of a campaign in a timetable format in the PDF. Who should be taking this course? Politics is for the people with a fierce and strong mind. The strategic game and the mind play that comes in this field is remarkable. And there are some people who develop great interest from a very, very young age. These are the ones who proceed and strive to represent a high-ranking office of the state. This masterclass is for the people who want to know about the lessons they share of their career in politics. They talk about the topics of campaigning and messaging strategies to leave a right impact on the voters. So you will get a sense of how exciting campaignings can be. You may not want to run one, you may not want to be a candidate, but you should definitely be an engaged citizen of your country. So even if you are not contesting or helping a high-ranking office, there are a lot of people who rely on your word. There are the ones who are undecided and are politically weak. So if you are an engaged citizen, you have the power of influence and insist your opinion about your favorite candidate and why you want to see him represent the particular office. And obviously the people who want to learn about the hard work, strategies and steps that go into winning an election by two of the most experienced political office holders in the American government. This masterclass is a hit score for you guys. My honest review about the masterclass. I have had great interest in politics ever since I remember, and I have always wanted to be the one who influences people with their ideology and why it is important in the development of our country. So I think that is the way to help your country by gathering all the votes for the candidate you feel is best suitable for your country. In this masterclass, I came to know about what exactly goes in the process of winning a campaign. The hard work and the strategic steps that go in this are absolutely mind-blowing. It comes as a surprise when I come to know about the depth of this political cover towards influencing of people and making them realize why their opponent is not fit for their country. David and Karl get into the details of campaigning and messaging strategy. They start out with the basics of campaigning and essentials to be considered at the start of the race. The absolute depth they go in makes you realize that there is so much you weren't aware of. And for the people who want to have a career in politics, I guarantee you that there is nothing better out there than this masterclass, as these are the officials who have worked with presidents of America. So, God, I hope you guys really enjoyed this review video. We would love to hear about your thoughts for the same in the comment section below. Also, I highly recommend the Campaigning Strategy and Messaging Masterclass by David Axelrod and Karl Rove. And if you wish to pursue this masterclass, you will find all the details to the masterclass in the description box below. Also, if you really like this review, then please don't forget to like and share this video. And for more such videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And one last thing before leaving, don't forget to hit the bell icon.